have his hoodie on, so that only means one thing. We're gonna be talking again. I'm not gonna lie with you guys. Today was a rough one. Today was really bad. Jesus, Mamma Mia. It was a very hot day, and I'm still wearing a hoodie. Slay. But today was a very hot day, and the only thing I could think about when I woke up was, oh, Dominic is gonna have a good day in his cafe. Which is no longer there. I'm sorry, it's too hot actually. It would actually be absolutely freaking psyched that I'm finally wearing one of these. Anyway. So, today I woke up, wasn't feeling the best, went to work, also wasn't feeling great over there. But I pushed through, which I'm actually very happy about that I did. Was it easy? No. Was it difficult? Fuck yeah, it was the worst. But I did it. So I thought it would be kind of a nice way to end this very bad day with a little bit of things to help me through my grief, or like help me live with it. I think that's a better way of saying it. And it's a strange one, honestly. One of the things that really helped me is sending him messages. Not gonna lie with you, the way how I've been sounding the last couple of weeks slash months, I sound like a deranged ex. Because that's a strange thing about this whole thing. I always knew who I was without him or with him. Like I said before, we didn't have a lot of battleground, if that makes sense. Like, we didn't have a lot in common. But that didn't mean that we didn't work in a way, in the best way possible, honestly. But the big problem is that I don't know who I am anymore without him, which is bizarre because I always knew who I was, even with him, if that makes sense. Like, I never needed someone else to be happy. I was just happy with him, like, incredibly happy. I remember last year that I told people it was the first time in my life that I was actually afraid of dying because I didn't want it to end. So in a way, it's very bizarre that it's not bizarre, I guess. It's just very, no, it is bizarre to me that I just can't seem to function without him. I actually really don't like it. So sending messages and voice messages is really and honestly helping me to feel some sense of normality. Another thing I do is, I don't know if I touched upon it like last video, but every day at 8 o'clock is the time where he would normally be home and I would have dinner ready. And annoyingly enough, for whatever reason, my body still very much expects him to get home at 8. Which, spoiler alert, he's not coming home. Ever. And I was talking about this with a friend of mine, Brian. Love you, Brian. And he said something very simple, and it actually helps a lot, so that's why I'm sharing it. And it's to talk. Like, actually talk to him. I've been doing it for the last 2 days. When it's 8 o'clock, I talk to him as if he's there. When I watch a series, I talk with him, which feels like I'm losing my mind. It really does. I don't know if it's healthy. If I look at other people, they say that it is healthy and a great way to start living with this, so I guess I'm doing something right. But it feels bizarre, and I feel very isolated when I do it, so that's why I'm saying it to you. Like, maybe it will help you to talk to your person. And then another thing that really helps me is to talk about him. The sad thing about the fact that someone is gone is the fact that not a lot of people want to hear stories about them, or they do, but it makes them sad. And Dominic would absolutely fucking hate the fact that people get sad when hearing his name. But talking about him really helps. It really does. Another thing that really helps me is taking care of his hobbies, in a way. My sister found his camera in his cafe and she gave it to me. And it was in a time where I didn't really go out at all, especially not alone. And that really like got me out of my like vibe, if that makes sense. I am very much like finding fun and happiness in it. I'm not good at it by any way, shape, or form. I'm very bad at taking pictures. But in a way, it feels like I'm very close to him, which is exactly what I need right now. Another thing that really like woke me up today, I came home and my mom was here, and in a way I just wanted her to be gone because I just needed to cry. I just needed to yell. I just needed to throw things. I broke a glass yesterday because I was just so mad. And that's not who I am. Like, this is very outside of my zone. Like, this is not me. But I was talking to him. Again, grief made me crazy. And one of the things that I realized is I'm taking a lot of care of his things. His like hoodie that he hasn't worn in literal years. His favorite sweater, his favorite mug. But I forgot how to take care of his person that he loved so much, which is me. And you know what's so fucked up about it? Still to this day, I feel like I don't deserve his love. There, I said it. Like, this guy loved me so much. It's actually insane. It really is insane. And I'll always love him. You know, like we're like quite literally connected. The last tip I can give you for now is if you're anything like me, then I always had problems sleeping, and definitely now it's just tenfold. And one of my favorite artists, her name, well, not one, my favorite artist is called Lalisa from Blackpink. And she has a song called Dream. And one of the lyrics is like, whenever I close my eyes, or how do they go again? I don't know, wait, what? Been drowning in dreams lately, like it's 2019, maybe. Whenever I'm missing you, call you up but I can't get through. Don't know where you sleep lately, but I'll see you in my dreams, maybe. And I've been listening to that song for so much, for like so many months already, but especially lately I've been listening to that song so much. And because I've been having trouble sleeping, strangely enough, funnily enough, actually, my problems with sleeping pretty much evaporated the moment I met him, because he would hold me, and whenever I had a nightmare or a night terror or whatever, he would gently wake me and make me some tea or something, and he would then kiss me, and you know, things like that. I just, because of that song, I'm gonna sound psychotic, I know, but because of that song, I've been starting to do exactly that right before I go to sleep. I've been imagining us sitting in our old apartment, just catching up, talking about the day. And that's the good thing about. There's nothing good about all of this, but that's the good thing about how our relationship was. Is excuse me, is that I know, for example, if I would say I had a bad day, I know exactly what he would say. I know exactly how his face would move. I know exactly the way how his body would react to that news, like things like that. And because of that, I know I've been having a conversation with myself, but it really helps me to fall asleep. And I know it sounds psychotic, but let's be honest. You, me, if you can relate to this, we have nothing to lose. Not even our sanity at this point. Um, but yeah, it's one day at a time. Really, it is. It's tough. And people say all the time to me, like, Noah, honey, you'll get through this. I think that's bullshit. I don't think anyone gets through this. I think you kind of learn to live with the pain, and I also mean kind of. Because call me crazy, I love this man with everything I have and everything I own. And I mean, when you're in a relationship, you always kind of think about the person, but I still was my own person. And now I'm not. And I cannot stop thinking about him. And that's really tough. And I hate to say it, but I really need a break from him. I don't know how it is to take care of myself anymore. Because I took care of him for so long, I kind of just forgot. So I need to learn to do that again. But like I said, one day at a time. Really hope you guys are doing great. If you're in Europe right now, you're probably also experiencing a heat wave. Please stay safe, drink enough water, and let's see you guys soon. Bye bye.